This is Science Max, Experiments at Large. Science Max! On this episode of Science Max, I'm on a quest to harness the power of lightning. Its balloon-sticking, hoop-levitating, hair-raising power is all thanks to static electricity. Hold on to your grounding rods. There's electricity in the air. All on this episode of Science Max, Experiments at Large.
Greetings, Science Maximites. Welcome to Science Max, Experiments at Large. My name is Phil, and today on Science Max, we're going to be harnessing the awesome power of lightning. How are we harnessing the power of lightning, you ask? With this balloon. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Phil, what's similar between a balloon and lightning? Well, nothing right now. But behold, as I use the power of static electricity and rub the balloon on my head. Because basically that's how it starts. You see, when I rub this balloon on my head, it's stealing electrons from me, creating a positive charge in my hair and a negative charge in the balloon. And the interesting thing is, you know that things with opposite charges attract each other, right? Something that has a positive charge will attract negative things and vice versa. But anything with a charge will attract anything with a neutral charge. See all these things on the table? They all have a neutral charge, which means they've got equal amounts of positive and negative. Right now, this balloon is building up a big negative charge, which means it will be attracted to all of these things. This can of Science Max soda, it has a neutral charge. The balloon has a negative charge, which means the can will be attracted to the balloon. And this paper is neutrally charged, which means the paper will be attracted to the balloon. And if you hold the negatively charged balloon next to neutrally charged sugar, haha, sugar storm! And you probably, wait, I don't want to get sugar in my hair. And you probably know this trick. If you rub a balloon on your head, you can stick it on the wall. Ha-ha! But what does any of this have to do with lightning? Well, the same thing is going on with a lightning bolt. The clouds become negatively charged, and that negative charge wants to equalize itself with the ground, which is neutrally charged. And that lightning bolt is the electricity jumping from one place to another. And you can see this yourself. If you rub a balloon on your head and you put it next to something metal, like a doorknob, there'll be a spark. But here's another thing you can do if you don't have a balloon, which I guess I don't anymore. Rub your feet, if you're wearing socks, on a carpet, and then turn out all the lights and touch a doorknob. You might be able to see a spark jump from your finger to the door. That's lightning in a very, very small form. So that's what we want to do today on Science Max Experiments at Large. Max out lightning! I think I'm going to go to the Ontario Science Centre and ask Heather her advice. She really knows her stuff. I'm going to go see if she's busy right now. Come on.
Phil, you got the portal fixed, though.
Well, it's not exactly fixed. It's still got a couple bugs that I'm ironing out, but I stopped coming in 10 feet above the floor.
Hey.
So that's a step in the right direction. Anyway, Heather, I've come here because I want to ask your advice on something.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. So what I am doing is creating lightning. So this is where I'm at right now. So this is a balloon. I blow up the balloon, and then I rub it on my head, and it creates a static charge, right?
Right, yeah.
Just like in the lightning bolt between the clouds and the ground.
And the ground.
So I was wondering if you could help me maybe max that out, and I thought the perfect place to start would be a larger balloon.
Ooh, right on. Actually, yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
I've got a big balloon, if you just give me a second.
Sure.
All right, catch.
Okay. All right, giant balloon. So what I figured is I'll just start rubbing it on my head.
Okay.
And then we could maybe stick it to the wall or something?
Yeah, I think instead of a wall, we can even try on this whiteboard here.
Oh, okay, great.
Keep rubbing.
I'm
Doing great.
rubbing. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Try. And
So that That didn't exactly work.
Yeah.
Both of us rubbing our heads on the balloon.
Okay.
And go. Wow, that was a whole lot of nothing.
Well, we've got a really heavy balloon here.
And I feel like our heads are only this big, so we can't cover as much surface area of the balloon.
Fortunately, you can also build up a static charge by rubbing a balloon on a sweater. Or if your balloon is giant, rubbing sweaters on your balloon. But even that didn't work so well.
I think what we need to do is come up with a better way to create a difference of charge.
Yeah, let's forget about the balloon.
You have something else?
I have something else really awesome here at the Science Center. You want to check it out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Should we take the sweater and the balloons, or should we leave them here?
We'll leave them here.
Okay.
So here's how static electricity works. Normally, everything has equal numbers of positive and negative charges. That's when things are said to have a neutral charge. But when you rub a balloon on your head, the balloon develops more negative charge than positive because it pulls electrons from your hair. The same thing happens in clouds during a storm. The cloud develops a negative charge when water molecules start bumping into each other. A lightning bolt happens when the negative charge in the cloud gets so big, the attraction to the positive charge in the ground gets strong enough that the electrons can make the jump all the way from the cloud to the ground, and you get lightning. Heather and I tried to max out the static on a balloon, but a big heavy balloon just doesn't hold the same charge.
That didn't exactly work.
Yeah.
But we're only interested in maxing out the static charge, and Heather knows just what to use.
Wow. So this is the Ontario Science Center
Yes.
electricity show.
Yes.
Okay, so where's the electricity part?
The one we're going to be playing with is right there.
So the giant mushroom.
Yeah, well, it does look like a mushroom.
We're gonna make some sort of electricity salad.
All right, head on up onto that platform right
Oh, okay.
there. And I need you to put one hand on that silver ball, yes. So the way it
Nothing
works...
is happening.
Patience.
Okay.
Once I turn it on, when I engage it, this is going to steal your negative charge. So it's going to steal your electrons. So if it steals electrons, you're going to be positively charged.
So it'll make me more positive.
Even more positive.
Yay! Woohoo! I am positive.
Here we go.
Woo!
This machine is called a Van de Graaff generator, and it pulls the negative charge away from the person touching it.
That is great!
Instead of having equal amounts of positive and negative charges, you become positively charged.
Woohoo! Science hair! Yeah!
Like when you try to put two positive ends of magnets next to each other, each hair on your head starts to repel the others and be repelled from your head.
Science hair! Dude!
So your hair stands up.
Yes! Woohoo! I can't see anything. So this is more of a machine to generate hair standing up, but it doesn't make lightning.
Oh, well, actually, I have a demonstration in my back pocket. This is going to help us
Okay.
to create lightning. This is our grounding rod.
It is my scepter of science.
And so we're going to use this to continuously provide that negative charge.
That's why it's
static.
plugged in.
That's why it's plugged into the ground, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so then if you touch it to that metal ball, got it? Not too exciting, right? So pull away and let's see what happens.
Whoa! This is what I'm talking about.
Very good.
The Van de Graaff creates a positive charge. The rod has a neutral charge. When the difference becomes big enough, the charge jumps the gap.
Behold, I have the power of lightning! So it's the difference between the positive and the negative is what we want when we want to make a lightning bolt.
Yes.
So is there something we can use to make that happen? Large difference of charge?
Yeah, I think I have just the thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you want to check it out?
Absolutely.
All right,
Okay, let's
do
go.
it.
So, you would like to move electricity from here to there. Well, what you need, my friend, is a conductor. All right, a little more arpeggio this time. No, not that kind of conductor. All aboard? No, not that kind of conductor either. This kind of conductor. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, that's just a piece of metal. Well, that's right. That's because you're smart. This is a circuit. Electricity flows from this battery along the wires and into the light bulb. But Sal, you cleverly observe, the light bulb is not lit. This is true. That is because we have a gap in the circuit. And air is not a good conductor of electricity. Is metal a good conductor of electricity? Let us find out. Wahaha! Metal is a good conductor of electricity. What about wood? Nope. What about this horseshoe? Is a good conductor. Will this sandwich conduct electricity? Nope. No. What about this plastic fish? Nope. What about this pickle? No, pickle is not a good conductor. That's why we make electrical wires out of copper and not pickles. You know, in case you were wondering.
Lightning bolts make interesting patterns. That's because the electricity is searching for a way to get from one side to the other. But it's hard to see the patterns of lightning bolts because they happen so fast. Fortunately, using the power of science, we can observe these patterns for ourselves in a motion we can perceive. I'm going to use electricity to recreate a lightning bolt pattern. I've got 2 nails in a piece of wood here, and I'm going to attach electrical leads to both nails. Now, the electricity wants to go from that side to that side, but it can't. It has to go through the wood, and wood is not a very good conductor of electricity. Now, this is very dangerous. I need a special machine even to pull this off, so this is definitely not something you want to try at home. In fact, I'm gonna stand way back here when I turn it on.
Like water, electricity tries to find the easiest route to get from one place to another. But sometimes that involves branching out until the right connection is made. Lightning bolts do the same thing when they branch out between the clouds and the ground. Finally, there's a spot where the branches meet and the circuit completes itself. Then the electricity follows this one path, ignoring all the others.
And there you go. We just watched a lightning bolt happen in slow motion. Haha, science.
Back to our main experiment where Heather and I are on a quest to use static electricity to recreate a lightning bolt. Our experiments with the Van de Graaff generator had some hair-raising results, but Heather has another experiment she wants to show me.
This is Jacob's ladder.
Oh, so this is another way to make lightning.
Yes.
Lightning?
We're gonna see, yes.
Let's do it.
All right.
How do we get it to go?
All right, so we want to turn it on.
Behold! Oh, turn it on,
Not-
okay.
not-
Go!
Oh.
Ooh, look at that!
You can actually see that light climbing up between the 2 copper wires.
That's why you call it Jacob's ladder, because it's got the rungs of the ladder.
Yeah. Between these 2 points, there's a really great charge difference, right?
Okay, so what's the difference?
10,000 volts if you're looking at it.
10,000 volts. And
Yeah.
volts is how you measure the difference in charge.
Exactly.
Why does it go up?
So it goes up because rather than just staying at the closest point, is because we're heating up the air.
Oh,
point,
so
yeah.
hot air rises.
Hot air rises.
And it takes the electricity with it? So if we cooled the air, it wouldn't go up?
Wouldn't immediately go up, yeah.
And there it goes, and it heats back up again.
Yeah.
That's neat. Okay, so we have a Van de Graaff generator. We got a Jacob's ladder. Are there any other devices that make lightning like this?
Ooh, yeah, there's other things like the Tesla coil, really high.
I have a Tesla coil.
You have a Tesla coil?
I do. I've got one at the lab. I've just never known how to hook it up.
Oh, I can help with that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go back to the lab.
All right. Well,
should-
yeah.
I'll turn that off. Okay.
Yeah, safety first.
Okay. By now, you're probably an expert on what happens when you rub a balloon on your head, right? The balloon becomes negatively charged, which means it will attract anything of an opposite charge, or anything positive, or anything that is neutrally charged, like, like me. Look at the hairs on my arm when I bring the balloon close. Whoa! You see, the neutral charge in my body is being attracted to the negative charge in the balloon. So if something is negatively charged, what happens if you bring something else negatively charged nearby? Well, they'll repel each other. And here's an experiment you can do to make something fly using static electricity.
You'll need a balloon, a sweater, scissors, and a plastic bag out of the thinnest plastic you can find. Fold the bag up and cut off the bottom. You don't want that part. Then cut another strip from the bag. This will give you a hoop of plastic. I find it works better if you break it and tie it again. Lie it flat and rub it with the sweater. This will give it a negative charge. You'll know you've got enough of a charge when it really wants to stick to the table.
Then take your balloon and rub the sweater on the balloon to charge it up.
Because both the balloon and the hoop have negative charges, they repel each other.
Then put them together and it will repel.
And you can get the hoop to levitate.
Ha-ha, a floating bag of static charge. But here's the thing, you need to keep it away from your body, because if you get close, the bag will stick to you, because you're neutrally charged and the bag is negatively charged. Pretty cool, right? Well, let's max it out. Maxed out floating static ring. Whoa, no. Yeah! Look out, look out! Oh, no! Oh, sorry about that. Oh well. It was fun while it lasted. I gotta charge these up again.
Being a chef is my absolute passion. And cooking up science recipes is my speciality. I'm Buster Beaker, and this is Cooking with Science.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. My name is Buster Beaker, and welcome to Cooking with Science. Let's say, for example, I've spilled the salt. Oh no, look at me. I've spilled the salt. Oh, there's salt all over the place. Not really a big deal, right? All you have to do is clean up the salt, put it back in the container. But oh no, I've also spilled pepper on the salt. But that's all right. You might be able to carefully separate the set. But no! Oh dear, look, the pepper and the salt are all mixed together. What do? Well, here's how you can save the day using the power of science. All you need is a cloth and a plastic spoon. Like this one here. Just rub the plastic spoon on a cloth, and you'll be charging it up with a negative charge of static electricity. If it's got a negative charge, it will attract anything that has a neutral charge, just like the salt and pepper. But I know what you're thinking. How will we separate them? Well, here's the answer, my friends. Pepper is lighter than salt. Observe. If you hold the spoon high enough, the pepper will be attracted and make the jump up to the bottom of the spoon, but not the salt, as long as you've got it high enough up. Because the salt is heavier, you'd have to bring the spoon closer, which we're not going to do. And if you tap it off to the side, you'll make a nice little pile of pepper, and there you go, separating pepper from salt using the power of science. Thanks for watching Cooking with Science. I'm Buster Beaker.
Heather and I have been on a quest to recreate lightning using static electricity. We've gone from balloons to a Van de Graaff to a Jacob's ladder, each more lightning-y than the last. Finally, Heather suggests we use a
Tesla coil.
Oh, is this named after Nikola Tesla?
Yeah, he invented it.
Oh, one of the founding fathers of electricity, right? I
Right
love
on.
Nikola Tesla. He's cool. So how does it work?
So the way this works is it is a step-up transformer, meaning we take a lower voltage and bring it up and ramp it up to a much higher voltage.
Okay, so normal voltage is 120 volts. That's what we have a normal plug-in
Typically,
socket.
we're getting it out of, yeah, exactly. And we're gonna ramp that up to really high amounts, upwards of 25,000, maybe even 250,000.
Wow.
Volts.
That's a lot.
And all that charge buildup, we're gonna see something pretty amazing happen.
Okay.
Do you wanna see it?
Yes, we stand back there, right?
Let's check it out. And
The Tesla coil builds up a charge which jumps through the air to this neutral rod, just like a lightning bolt.
We made a lightning bolt! That totally jumped a long way. That was impressive.
that was a really good one.
So can you control it?
Yeah.
Okay, show me.
Wanna see?
All right.
I'm going to lower my frequency.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, it's like a scattered lightning bolt. Oh, wait a minute, so you can play different notes?
Play different notes.
I need 5 minutes, hold on.
Okay?
Okay. All I need is 5 minutes. You know, I was thinking is if you can make different, hold that for a second. If you can make different frequencies, that means you can make different notes, right?
Right.
So I don't need that either, hold on. That's not what I need. Okay, one more thing, can I get that hammer? Yeah, okay, ready to go.
So what is this?
When you told me the Tesla coil could play different frequencies, I thought we could make different notes come out of the Tesla coil, so I programmed it to play the notes of the Science Max theme song.
What?
Yeah! You wanna hear?
Yeah!
Let's try it. Yeah! Science Max, experiments at large, lightning bolts!
Lightning!
We have created lightning! Woohoo! Lightning dance!